Today, we're going to make Spanish likes and dislikes feel easy, natural, and actually memorable. Our focus is gustar and a few super useful cousins: encantar, importar, molestar, quedar, and parecer. If gustar has ever felt backwards, good news. It kind of is, at least compared with English. But once you see the pattern, it becomes much simpler. Here's the big idea. In English, we say, I like coffee. In Spanish, the feeling is more like, coffee is pleasing to me. So instead of starting with I, Spanish often starts with the thing. Me gusta el café. Literally, to me, the coffee is pleasing. Don't worry about the literal translation too much, but do remember this feeling. In Spanish, the thing you like is the star of the sentence. So let's lock in the two most important forms right away. Me gusta for one thing, or one activity. Me gustan for more than one thing. That's the core. Me gusta el café. I like coffee. Me gustan los libros. I like books. Notice what changes. Not me. The me stays. What changes is gusta or gustan, depending on whether the thing after it is singular or plural. A quick memory trick. If it's one item, use gusta. If it's many items, use gustan. Think one thing, one A. Many things, add the N. Gusta, gustan. And here's a shortcut that helps a lot. Activities usually use gusta, because in Spanish the activity is treated like one whole thing. So, me gusta bailar. I like dancing. Me gusta cocinar. I like cooking. Me gusta leer. I like reading. Let's try it together. How do you say I like coffee in Spanish? Me gusta el café. Me gusta el café. Nice. How do you say I like books in Spanish? Me gustan los libros. Me gustan los libros. Good. Feel that difference? El café, one thing, gusta. Los libros, more than one, gustan. Now let's stretch a little. How do you say, I like dancing in Spanish? Me gusta bailar. Me gusta bailar. Perfect. Even though dancing sounds like an action, Spanish treats bailar as one idea, so it takes gusta, not gustan. Now, dislikes. Easy. Just add no. No me gusta el ruido. I don't like noise. No me gustan las películas tristes. I don't like sad movies. And yes, you'll hear this all the time in real life. No me gusta levantarme temprano. I don't like waking up early. That's a useful one, especially on Mondays. Spanish agrees. A tiny side note. When you say things like el café, los libros, la música, articles often appear more than in English. Spanish likes them. So instead of just saying me gusta café, you usually say me gusta el café. Think of it as normal Spanish rhythm. Now let's make this more personal. You can change me to te, le, nos, and so on, but today we'll keep it practical and light. Me gusta means I like, or literally, it pleases me. Te gusta means you like. Le gusta can mean he likes, she likes, or you like in a formal sense. So, ¿te gusta la música? Do you like music? Sí, me gusta mucho. Yes, I like it a lot. How do you say, do you like music in Spanish? ¿Te gusta la música? ¿Te gusta la música? Great. And if it's plural, ¿te gustan los deportes? Do you like sports? How do you say, do you like sports in Spanish? ¿Te gustan los deportes? ¿Te gustan los deportes? Excellent. Now let's bring in gustar's expressive cousins. These work in a very similar way, which is wonderful, because once you learn one pattern, you get a whole little family for free. First, encantar. This is like love or really love. Me encanta esta canción. I love this song. Me encantan las montañas. I love mountains. Same pattern. One song, encanta. Many mountains, encantan. How do you say I love this song in Spanish? Me encanta esta canción. Me encanta esta canción. Nice. And yes, Spanish speakers use encantar a lot. It sounds warm and natural. Next, importar. This means to matter or to be important to someone. Me importa. It matters to me. No me importa. It doesn't matter to me. This is very useful in everyday conversation. No me importa el color. The color doesn't matter to me. No me importan los detalles pequeños. The small details don't matter to me. How do you say it doesn't matter to me in Spanish? No me importa. No me importa. Excellent. Next, molestar. This is to bother or annoy. Me molesta el ruido. Noise bothers me. Me molestan esas luces. Those lights bother me. Again, same pattern. The thing doing the bothering controls the verb. One thing, el ruido, me molesta. Many things, esas luces, me molestan. A nice real-life phrase. ¿Te molesta si abro la ventana? Does it bother you if I open the window? That's a very common polite expression. Now, quedar. This one has several meanings in Spanish, but today we want the one used for fit or look on someone, especially clothes. Me queda bien esta camisa. This shirt looks good on me, or this shirt fits me well. Me quedan grandes los zapatos. The shoes are too big on me. Same pattern again. One shirt, queda. Many shoes, quedan. This is a fantastic shopping phrase. How do you say, this shirt looks good on me, in Spanish? Me queda bien esta camisa. Me queda bien esta camisa. Very good. Now, parecer. This means to seem or to seem like. Me parece buena idea. It seems like a good idea to me. Me parecen interesantes esos libros. Those books seem interesting to me. You can also use it in a very conversational way. ¿Qué te parece? What do you think? Or literally, how does it seem to you? That little phrase is everywhere in Spanish. How do you say, it seems like a good idea to me, in Spanish? Me parece buena idea. Me parece buena idea. Excellent. So now you have a powerful pattern, not just one verb. Gustar, encantar, importar, molestar, quedar, parecer. Different meanings, same general logic. The thing is the boss. Let's make that extra memorable. Imagine a tiny stage. In English, you walk on stage first. I like coffee. In Spanish, coffee walks on stage first. Me gusta el café. The coffee gets the spotlight. You are still there, but off to the side as mi, te, le, nos. The thing takes center stage. Now let's look at a few common mistakes, because avoiding mistakes is one of the fastest ways to sound more natural. Mistake number 1, saying me gusto for I like. Usually no. Me gusto means something more like I please myself, which is not what you usually want. For normal likes, say me gusta or me gustan. Mistake number 2, choosing gusta or gustan based on the person. Don't do that. Mi, te, le do not control the verb here. The thing controls it. Me gusta la película. Me gustan las películas. Same me, different verb. Because película is one, películas is more than one. Mistake number 3, using gustan with an activity. Not me gustan nadar. Say me gusta nadar. Why? Because nadar, swimming, is treated as one whole idea. Mistake number 4, forgetting the no in dislikes. No me gusta el frío. I don't like the cold. No me molestan los perros. Dogs don't bother me. Very simple, very useful. Let's practice naturally with a few more. Me gusta el té. Me gusta el té. How do you say I like movies in Spanish? Me gustan las películas. Me gustan las películas. How do you say noise bothers me in Spanish? Me molesta el ruido. Me molesta el ruido. How do you say those books seem interesting to me in Spanish? Me parecen interesantes esos libros. Me parecen interesantes esos libros. Beautiful. Now let's hear a short story in Spanish. Just listen first and see how much you catch. Me gusta levantarme temprano los sábados. Me encanta el café y me gustan los libros tranquilos. No me molesta la lluvia, pero no me gustan los lugares ruidosos. Hoy encuentro una camisa azul y me queda muy bien. También veo una idea para un viaje y me parece perfecta. Al final, no me importa gastar un poco porque el día se siente especial. Now let's go through it line by line. Me gusta levantarme temprano los sábados. I like getting up early on Saturdays. Me encanta el café y me gustan los libros tranquilos. I love coffee and I like quiet books. No me molesta la lluvia, pero no me gustan los lugares ruidosos. Rain doesn't bother me, but I don't like noisy places. Hoy encuentro una camisa azul y me queda muy bien. Today I find a blue shirt and it looks great on me. También veo una idea para un viaje y me parece perfecta. I also see an idea for a trip and it seems perfect to me. Al final, no me importa gastar un poco porque el día se siente especial. In the end, I don't mind spending a little because the day feels special. That story gave you all the main pieces in a natural flow. Likes, dislikes, love, bother, fit, seem, and matter. Let's do a quick rhythm review. Me gusta for one thing or one activity. Me gustan for multiple things. Me encanta, me encantan. Me importa, me importan. Me molesta, me molestan. Me queda, me quedan. Me parece, me parecen. If you remember one rule, remember this. Look at the thing after the verb idea. One thing, use the singular form. More than one, use the plural form. And if it still feels a little strange compared with English, that is completely normal. You are not doing anything wrong. Spanish is just showing the idea from a different camera angle. Not I like coffee, but coffee pleases me. Once your brain accepts that little flip, everything gets easier. One last round. How do you say, I like coffee, in Spanish? Me gusta el café. Me gusta el café. How do you say, I like books, in Spanish? Me gustan los libros. Me gustan los libros. How do you say, I love this song, in Spanish? Me encanta esta canción. Me encanta esta canción. How do you say, it doesn't matter to me, in Spanish? No me importa. No me importa. How do you say, this shirt looks good on me, in Spanish? Me queda bien esta camisa. Me queda bien esta camisa. Excellent work. Today you didn't just learn gustar, you learned a whole pattern that opens many doors in Spanish. Keep listening for these little forms in songs, shows, conversations, and menus. Yes, even menus, because if a dessert says, me encanta, someone nearby will probably agree. You're building real Spanish now, step by step, and you're doing great.